You can feel the anxiety across the country. People sitting on the edge of their seats, waiting to hear the news, hinging every financial move they make on one set of damning numbers that can score the difference between fiscal life and fiscal death itself. Time once again for the horror of interest rates. Welcome back to Director of Financial Newsletters here at Newsmax. The only person we trust to part the seas of confusion, Jeff Yastine, joins us. Jeff, here we go again. Interest rates. You got to love this. June interest rate hike seems to be a possibility here. But wait a minute. Hey, 2015 is on track to be the best economic year for the United States in the last decade. We better stop complaining.
Truly. You know, and it is one of those weird things about the stock market and everybody who follows it, in that, you know, you want things to be good, but then if it gets too good, everybody gets worried because they become concerned the Federal Reserve is going to take the punch bowl away, you know, to use the old term, when the party's just getting started, out of fear of stoking inflationary pressures. So that's really the debate going on here. Every really good economic report that comes out kind of renews that debate and points towards the Federal Reserve perhaps raising interest rates in June. You know, my hunch, just because I think Janet Yellen tends to favor Main Street more than Wall Street in terms of wanting to get like absolute full employment and get wages out of the basement, get wages growing, and they are beginning to grow. I think that she's going to hold off longer, either till late this year or find some other excuse to postpone it until 2016. But that's just my opinion.
All right. No, that's okay. We trust that. But very quickly, though, just a quick question here. When people look at this, they say we're having a good year. There's money flowing. Everybody seems to be making a better buck. Why then would you want to raise interest rates? And you would want to blunt that, because the general consumer will sit here and go, wait a minute, I'm doing all right. Give me a year or two to get better at this, and then come in and try to take my money away from me.
Absolutely. And again, that is the debate. The worry from the Federal Reserve and others who are concerned is that once this trend gets into place, companies ramp up their spending, they're investing, they hire more people. All those are really good things. But of course, at some point, and we're not anywhere near that point yet, of course, but at some point, we see key commodities which right now are all like in the basement, you know, coal, iron ore, oil, et cetera, but at some point, as more demand pulls away on the supply of those, that then you see higher and higher prices, and at some point you get into an inflationary point. But we haven't seen that. People have been worried about it for years, and it hasn't happened yet. So, you know, I'll tell you when we see it. We'll have to check our crystal balls in another 6 months and a year.
That's a good way to put it. All right, 2-minute warning. Here we go. Home Depot hiring 80,000 seasonal workers. Third quarter profit up 14%. Gee, I guess the data breach really didn't hurt them as much as everybody predicted.
Yeah, it sounds like Home Depot, they're doing a lot of hiring here. The spring season, of course, is a key season for them. And they're also trying to take a somewhat different approach in terms of more customer service. They're, from the press reports, it sounds like they're going to equip a lot of these new hires with iPad-type data registers, so that they can then have people ringing up products basically before they're even getting into line. So there's a lot of that sort of 21st century retail environment. It sounds like they're trying to employ into their stores, as well as just, again, trying to keep up with the demand. People have more money, they're spending, therefore they're going to go into Home Depot and every other retailer and spend more.
By the way, I saw that exact thing happen when I went into Home Depot this past weekend. They were already checking things in as everybody was in line before you got to the registers. So it's already happening. Very quickly, Walmart is going to expand operations in Canada. Target couldn't make it there, but now Walmart's talking about moving in. I guess Walmart has a better economic model, or maybe they figured people want their products more.
One thing about Walmart, they have a great deal of experience in working in international markets. Not every one of Walmart's ventures turns out exactly the way they want, but they have a lot more experience. They're in, I think, 27 different countries where they have their retail operations. So they know how to work in a foreign environment. They know how to work in an across-the-border environment, such as Canada. They've been there for some time. Target's exit basically just leaves a bigger chunk of that marketplace open to them.
29 supercenters coming to you, Canada. It's all yours. We'll wait and see exactly how much money you spend there. By the way, a reminder that if you want to find out where not to spend your money, but to invest your money, go to Newsmax.com, click on the Money tab, go to Money News. That's where Jeff Yastine and the team have it covered 24/7, 365. Jeff, always a pleasure, my friend. Take care. We'll see you later this week.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, just what college students needed, another charge. Only this one is coming from the university, and this time it's all about health care. We'll deal with that and some other interesting notes from the college campuses when we continue right here on MidPoint.